Imagine that you are standing in front of a woman who has your full attention. What if you had the power to say just a few words, simple yet deeply impactful, that would leave her thinking about you long after the conversation is over? Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the cold, hard truth. Most men fail miserably at this. Why? Because they don't understand what women truly crave. Deep down, women won't come out and say it, but they're hungry for compliments that go beyond the surface level they want, compliments that hit them on a deeper, more emotional level. And that's where the real power lies when you master this skill. It's not just about impressing her. It's about building a connection so strong that it rewires how she sees you. Hey, I'm James, and today we're diving into a truth that most men don't want to hear, but really need to. The way you compliment a woman says everything about you. It's not about throwing out empty flattery or relying on cliches. This is about the long game, building something real. And here's where Stoicism comes in. Hello mind is priceless. In today's video, we'll go over the top 3 forbidden compliments that will make women not only notice you, but also love you. These are compliments that are out of the ordinary, speak straight to her heart, and make her feel like she can't stay away from you. Stay tuned to find out how Stoic philosophy can make your words more powerful than you ever thought possible. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on content like this. Let's get 1,000 likes on this video and find out the secrets of attraction. There was a quote by Marcus Aurelius that said, "The quality of your thoughts determines how happy you are, and the same is true for the quality of your words." Thanks from real understanding and wisdom are hard to find in today's world of shallow interactions. These men have the strength, intelligence, and self-control that any good man should have. In this video, I'll talk about 3 game. There are comments that go deeper than "you look beautiful." These compliments not only make her feel special, but they also make you seem like the type of guy she can't stop thinking about. If you've ever felt like just another guy in a sea of mediocrity, I'm going to show you how to flip the script. These aren't pickup lines. They're tools for forging real connections. Whether she's already into you or hasn't even noticed you yet, that these tricks will make you stand out as the guy she's been waiting for. But remember, compliments aren't about seeking validation or proving your worth. They're about showing it. A man of value doesn't beg for attention. He commands it through presence, intelligence, and action. So if you're ready to level up, grab a seat and let's get started. The rules of the game are about to change. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe if you're ready to change how you handle relationships using the power of Stoicism. Every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections. Let's get right to it. Most guys don't know how to properly praise a woman. They think it's enough to say something nice or the standard "you look beautiful" and hope it works. Let me tell you right now what I really think. A real praise is more than just the words. It should make her feel something, never forgotten when done right. A praise is like planting a thought in her mind that won't go away. It's the kind of thought that makes her wonder why this guy feels different and why she can't stop thinking about him. But here's the harsh truth. Most guys won't get this right because they either do too little or too much, or worse, they make it all about themselves. Now let's get to the magic formula. Trust me, let's talk about what not to do. Most guys make this mistake. When they post heart emojis on a woman's social media or tell her a million times, "Wow, you're so pretty," guess what? She's not impressed. She's rolling her eyes, putting you in the same group as all the other guys who think flattery makes them more attractive. Here's the catch. Telling her she's pretty might make her smile, but it doesn't make you stand out. Women have seen guys do this a million times. People have heard a lot of praises, but what they haven't heard enough of are compliments that mean something. Let me explain. There's more to a real compliment than what you see. The power is in what you notice. For example, if she changes her hairstyle or adds something subtle to her look, and you tell her, that color really suits you, it brings out something unique. You're not just complimenting her looks, you're telling her, I see you, I notice the little things most guys overlook. But it gets better. If you want to stand out as a high-value man, you need to go deeper. Complimenting her mind or character is where the real magic happens. Think about it. Women aren't just attracted to men who make them feel good about themselves. They're also attracted to men who make them feel understood. People rarely tell her things like, I love how calm and collected you are under pressure, or I admire how disciplined you are. When you're the guy who says it, you become unforgettable because you're not feeding her ego, you're speaking to her soul. Now let's add some Stoic wisdom, because, believe it or not, Stoicism is a game. Share in relationships, dwell on the beauty of life. The same goes for this situation. Dwell on the beauty of her character and her values. What made her unique as a man, this compliment is like a hidden weapon. It's not about her looks, smile, or anything else on the surface. It's about hitting her where most men don't think to aim, her inner strength. Women face challenges all the time, whether it's work, family, or just the stresses of life. Complimenting her ability to stay calm and strong under pressure is like saying, I see the depth in you that most people don't see. When you tell a woman you admire her emotional strength, she doesn't just want to feel pretty, she wants to feel important. You're confirming something she's proud of but doesn't see much of in public. Compliments women on being caring or pretty, but how often does someone say, damn, the way you deal with stress is inspiring? That's why this works. It's surprising, real, and shows that you notice her in a way that most men don't. Staying calm has something to do with Stoicism, under pressure. That's Stoicism 101, controlling your emotions, mastering your reactions, and keeping a level head, no matter what. By complimenting this quality in her, you're showing that you value a virtue that Stoics believe defines character strength. She'll see that you value strengths that go beyond charm, which makes you stand out. This compliment should be given at the right time, not out of the blue. Here are some real-life examples of when it will really hit home. After she handles a stressful situation, maybe she had a rough day at work but still managed to stay calm. Say something like, I really admire how calm you stayed through all of that. Most people would have crumbled, but you handled it like a boss. When she's supporting someone, say something like, you're amazing at this. I really admire how you stay so grounded. Telling her she's pretty is nice, but it's not enough to make her stand out. You need to tap into something deeper that not many men even bother with. You need to recognize and appreciate her passions. When you show genuine interest in what makes her tick, whether it's her job, hobby, or side projects, you're telling her, I see you and value who you are beyond the surface. Most guys don't do this, but when you acknowledge her ambitions, you're saying that you respect her for more than just how she looks. Most men only care about how a woman looks and never think about what drives her. But women are more than just pretty faces. They have dreams, goals, and passions. When you take the time to notice that, you set yourself apart. Tell her how much you admire her commitment. I admire how committed you are to what you do, or how inspiring it is that you talk about your passion. That shows that you care about what matters, but most men get this wrong. Not only do compliments make her feel good about herself, but they also show that you care about the things that motivate her and get her out of bed every day. This is where Stoicism comes in. One of the Stoic ideals is living in line with your purpose and values. Stoics don't get distracted by small things. Instead, they focus on what's important. When you recognize her interests, not enough men think compliments are enough to make an impression. But if you want to leave a lasting impression, you need to recognize something deeper, her progress and heart work. People are quick to point out when things go wrong, but few take the time to celebrate when things go right. If you want to be different, acknowledge her. Work and drive, not just the results. Women, like everyone else, want to be praised for their hard work and progress, not just how they look. When you see her progress, whether it's in her job, a passion project, or your own personal growth, they want to feel like the work they put into their goals is worth it. Don't just relax. Recognize the work that went into it. Nice things to say, "I'm amazed at how hard you're working," or motivated by how far you've come. This shows that you value the process as well as the end result. And this greater appreciation is more than just liking how she looks. It lets you see the person she's becoming, celebrate her successes, and acknowledge the work that went into them. If she faces a challenge, tell her, "It's inspiring to see how much progress you've made despite that setback." When you see her constant effort, tell her, "I see how much effort you've been putting in." It's impressive to watch someone so committed to their growth. When it comes to giving meaningful praise, timing is everything. It's not about praising someone for every little thing they do, because that can come off as sincere or even too much. Instead, it's about recognizing and celebrating the milestones that really matter. These are the times that show growth, effort, and persistence, because what you say has a much bigger effect. For example, let's say she just finished a big project at work that she worked hard on for months. This is the best time to step in and say something like, "I'm so impressed by how hard you've worked. It's great to see your dedication paying off." This kind of compliment doesn't just acknowledge the result, it shows that you've been paying attention, that you understand the journey, and that you truly admire her for it. But here's the important thing: generic compliments like "good job" or "I'm proud of you" can feel empty because they don't say what you're proud of or why the achievement is important. Instead, go deeper and point out the specifics. For example, you could say, "I remember when you started this project, and seeing how much you've grown since then is honestly inspiring." This shows that you've been paying attention from the start and that you see the progress she's made along the way. The reason why precision is so important is that paying attention to the little things shows that you care. By recognizing her hard work, late nights, and successes, as well as the small wins that built up to the big one, you're showing her that you see her and don't just want to give her a pat on the back. That's a very powerful thing to think about. Everyone can say, "Good job," but not everyone can. "I remember how scared you were when you first started this, but now you're leading the team like a pro. That's amazing growth." The second one is unique, heartfelt, and memorable. This is the kind of praise that sticks with someone because it comes from real observation and appreciation. Now let's talk about when to give these kinds of compliments. It's easy to answer when the time is right. Don't push it or wait too long. If she's just done something important, now is the time to praise her, but don't stop there. Follow up later with something like, "I've been thinking about what you accomplished and I'm still blown away by how much effort you put into it." This reinforces your admiration and shows that her achievement left a lasting impression on you. Another great time to give a meaningful compliment is during moments of reflection. For example, if she's talking about how far she's come or how much she's learned, that's your cue to chime in with something like, "It's incredible to see how much you've grown, you've worked so hard." And it's really paying off. This not only validates her feelings, but also reinforces her sense of accomplishment. But what about smaller achievements? Should you ignore those? Not necessarily. While it's important to save your most heartfelt compliments, for the big moments you can still acknowledge the smaller wins in a way that feels genuine. For example, if she's been working on improving a specific skill, you could say, "I've noticed how much better you've gotten at this. It's really impressive to see your progress." This shows that you're paying attention without overdoing it. The Shah gears are even. You don't want to give her too much praise all the time, but you also don't want to seem uninterested. By picking the right times to compliment her and being specific, you find the perfect balance. Now let's take it a step further. If she's going through a setback or challenge, this is another important time to give her a thoughtful compliment. For example, if she's having a hard time but still pushing forward, you could say something like, "I really admire how you're handling this. It's not easy, but you're staying strong and focused, and that's inspiring." This kind of compliment recognizes her strength and encourages her to keep going even when things get tough. In short, timing and specificity go hand in hand. When you pick the right time and pair it with a thoughtful, detailed compliment, you make a strong connection. When you give her a compliment, you show that you're not just watching her life, you're an active friend who really values her work and accomplishments. So the next time you want to give her a compliment, think about when and how to do it. Just what are you admiring and why does it matter? What can you do to make your words mean more when you get this right? If you compliment someone, they feel motivated, valued, and connected. Remember that this isn't just about making her feel good in the moment. It's about building a relationship based on mutual respect and admiration. It's about showing her that you see her for who she really is, someone who works hard, grows, and accomplishes amazing things. That's the kind of connection that lasts. By celebrating her progress, you're showing respect for her hard work and dedication. You're creating a real connection based on admiration for her character, which is much stronger than just giving her compliments. When two people respect each other's growth and look up to each other, they form a stronger link that lasts longer. If you learned something today, don't just sit there and hit the like button. Subscribe for more insights that will change the game and timeless knowledge. But before you leave, I want to know which of these forbidden compliments made you think I've been doing this all wrong. Leave a comment below with today's date. Feel free to tell me about a time when you were deeply moved by comments and how they made you feel. Let's talk about this some more. See you in the next movie, where we share more Stoic philosophy-based ways to master relationships. Which of these statements hit home for you the most? Let me know in the comments. Have you tried something like this before, or are you going to start today? I get it if you want to step up your connection game today,